What's up, deviants? Welcome back. It's been a long time seeing you face to face, right? Lately I've not been doing too many indoor videos, so that's the reason. Anyways, I have two important news for you, good news and bad news. So bad news, you already know it by the title and thumbnail. I am giving out my Z1000. I'm selling it. It's time to say goodbye. Good news, you have to check out on my Instagram account. So that's the reason I was always telling you to follow me on Instagram, because that's where I give out the updates as soon as possible. So YouTube, I have to make time, I have to edit the video, I have to make the video first and then upload it. But Instagram, I can convey the information instantly through the feed or the stories. So if you have still not followed me on Instagram, please do follow me at deepu.vlogs, because something big, something exciting is gonna happen. Of course, after the Z1000, what next is the question. So what next? Find out on my Instagram at deepu.vlogs. By the way, like I already told you, the Z1000 is already sold. It's yet to be delivered to the buyer. So I'm not going to drag too much. I'm going to give you my ownership experience of the Z1000. I think I've had it for 3 months, 15 days. So that's exactly 3.5 months. So in these 3.5 months, I've explored most of the Z1000, like its top speed, its mileage test, its riding dynamics, everything. So only thing that was left is to change the exhaust. But changing the exhaust is not so simple, guys. Especially for Z1000, it has a double-sided exhaust. So if you're adding a slip-on, you have to buy 2 slip-ons, which is absolutely useless, I tell you, because there is hardly any difference in the sound if you put slip-on. So the only option is to go for a full system from the header to the end can. So that's going to cost you easily about 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees if you are going for a branded exhaust. Of course, if you want a cheap exhaust, you can get it for as low as 30,000-40,000 rupees. But unbranded cheap exhaust on a bike like this does not make any justice, guys. So this bike costs you about 20 lakhs to buy here in India, because it is imported from Japan. So I think it's not imported from Thailand, because Thailand and India has free trade agreement. That's where the Z900 is coming from. That's why it costs you like half of this. But my guess is the Z1000 is directly coming from Japan. So the import taxes are very high. So that's why it costs up to 19 change for the bike itself. The accessories, exhaust, if you want to put, it will cost 20 lakhs easily. And for a bike of this caliber, this prestige, this price, if you put a cheap exhaust, not the real deal, bro. And another reason I did not want to spend so much on the exhaust is because I knew that I would sell the bike any day. Like, say I've got a good deal on another bike like I have now. So what's that deal? You have to check on my Instagram. I know I'm repeating it again and again just so you don't miss the news. So like I said, it's only been 3.5 months and I'm already selling it. I'll tell you why. See, these naked bikes, right? They are best for street use, like if you're using it day in and day out for all your activities. And if there is any canyons or hill stations where you do a lot of curves, that's where the nakeds will be true fun. I mean, of course, it's a very powerful machine, but to use all that power on a straight highway, straights, empty roads, it does not happen like that because of the wind blast. So I only take the bike out once in a week, that too on a Sunday morning ride. That's it. For everything else, I have other bikes, mopeds. I only use this bike for my highway riding. For the routes or highways I take, it's mostly straight lines, broad, empty highways. Minimal curves where the nakeds are very weak, meaning because of the wind blast, right? You can't do continuously 230, 240 and sit down there grabbing the handlebars. It lasts too much of your energy. And whenever the super sport folks overtake me, right, like they just blast past beside me, I feel jealous. So now obviously, you know, my next bike is gonna be super sports. So which model, which bike, which segment, everything you have to find out on my Instagram. So about the ownership experience, I won't drag it too long. The Z1000 is an incredible bike. It's a monster looking machine. It grabs attention of people easily, especially if you have a loud exhaust. You got the road, man. So there's nothing much to tell you about the bike. I think you know it already. So apart from ABS, this bike does not have any kind of electronics, no power modes, no traction control, nothing. It's just the ABS for this model. This is a 2015 model. So it's actually good in a sense that it's not too complicated. So if you have fancy electronics on a bike, right, you tend to, you know, spend more on your maintenance because of the fuss. But this is more like a complete manual bike. You put any kind of exhaust, you just switch the stock air filter to performance air filter, that's it. You don't even need the tune. I have checked on the Akrapovic and few other branded exhaust websites. It does not require any tune. Just add a full system, change the air filter. That's it. You're done. I think the ECU, stock ECU will compensate for the air fuel mixture itself. Anyways, I'm not going to talk anything about the mods. So this bike has 0 mods. It's mostly stock, nothing added on the bike except for the BMC air filter I put in the last service. So I had serviced this bike only once, and it cost me about 14,500, almost up to 15,000, because the BMC air filter itself cost me about 7.5k. So thing with Kawasaki bikes, right, it's very easy to maintain. So if you're a newbie in superbike field, I think you should choose Kawasaki because it's very easy to maintain, especially if you know someone at the service station. It's too damn easy. Plus it's affordable. The parts are easily available and everything is too easy life with Kawasaki's. So 3.5 months with this Predator, I've enjoyed every bit of it. The main intention of me getting the Z1000 was to relax for some time. I want to get into that race mode again. So I have been noticing people telling me, bro, nakeds don't suit you. You have to switch back to super sport. That's the real thing for you. There you go, I'm doing it. I'm switching back to super sports again. So I'm so excited about the new bike. I know you're excited too. Don't miss the fun on my Instagram. So that's about it, guys. Instagram, don't forget. Peace.